like I'm meant to strike. Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway. Mountains tall they stand.
Good to see you. Yo, Flows, what's up? Good to see you guys. We do have a good panel tonight. We have Roger, Mr. Boss Michael Kahn, Pastor PJ, and the Ryan. How you guys doing?
No.
That's bigging us up a bit, isn't it? Is to say good
Oh, yeah.
panel.
It is.
It's a good panel. I think we're a good panel. We're a panel of ace people.
Yeah.
And then everybody in the YouTube lands, thank you for coming. Really appreciate you guys. You guys rock. Glad you could make it. Please hit the likes, share the show. It's going to be exciting because we're going to go watch a debate that was done recently between Nathan Thompson and Angel versus PhD Tony and Peter Markley.
Can I shout someone out?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alan Norstrand, I haven't seen you for time, mate. How's it going? Missed
About
you, bro.
7.5 years, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Good to see you, Alan.
7.5 years, dude. What's going on?
How's Dutchland, dude?
Yeah, he's always busy. But it's good to see Alan. Glad you can make it. Good to see everybody else. You guys rock. So have you guys actually watched the debate? Because I haven't.
No.
No, I saved it just in case that you didn't know about it, because I kind of thought you'd want to know about it. So I was going to do it. If you didn't do it, I was going to have a watch part on it, but I'm glad you're doing it because I didn't really want to.
I watched it live last night. I watched it while it happened. So
Well, Khan don't watch these things only when Flatzoid plays them. Like, so.
And then I want to give a huge shout out to Edward Hasbrook. Thank you for becoming a member, a King Rooster. Woohoo! Really appreciate it. You rock, man. Thank you for coming. And then I'm gonna shout out to Angel.
Yeah, Angel, man.
Awesome
Good
guy.
job.
I think he does awesome job. He's really picked up his game since he got into the whole arena, and I think he's doing good.
Definitely. And if you hear this, Angel, if I haven't answered you any message in TikTok, it's because I don't go in there, dude. So
Yeah, I'm not on. Yeah, guys, I'm not on TikTok or Twitter anymore because
If you are watching this, though, Angel, get your send in and get on panel. Like, it'd be good to have your take on things while we're covering it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I've decided not to use TikTok and Twitter because there was really more filth than anything else on there. So it
Peter
kind of
Markley-
put me off.
I've got a question for Peter Markley. Ever heard of a brush?
He does seem to have very messy hair.
It's like he's been messing about with a plug socket with wet fingers.
Do you think he's going to call anybody a robothonist tonight?
Probably.
no, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't?
Nope. I know.
That's not fair. So why is he not calling Angel or Nathan a robothonist?
I have no idea.
Anyway, I think it's going to be exciting to see what happens. It had a nice long debate, so we got some things to go through. Okay, let's start.
Do it, man.
And just say when you need to stop.
Welcome to Modern Day Debate. Tonight we're going to be debating Flat Earth versus
All
Globe
right.
Earth. And to get us started out, we have PhD Tony. So PhD Tony, thank you so much for coming back to Modern Day Debate. The floor is all yours.
Just give me a moment to share.
What is this? A new cult tinfoil thing?
No, tinfoil is just making fun
I'm
of
just-
this
I'm just-
conspiracy
Good time
theory.
for everybody to hit the like button and share this out.
That's
We'd
just
love
that
to
shat
attend
moderators
spaces
on
having
again.
these debates.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, Ryan.
Day debate and everybody in the
Proper
live chat.
shat.
Sorry if we're a little bit late.
Well,
We're starting up, but Tony, I'm gonna
They
start
wanted.
over right now.
Remember, we're supposed to reschedule that other Flat versus Globe debate or whatever. It was supposed to happen now, this weekend, but now they tried to make it to tomorrow night at 6:00 by my time in the afternoon. I said, sorry, I can't. I got family over and everything. It's just not going to work. And it would have been Ryan as the moderator as well. So no, it's okay. I said it's not going to work. But I have that presentation set up for when I finally do get to a debate. But why is it with PC Tony always bringing this up? He loves bringing this angular deflections and distance traveled.
I don't know, dude. I didn't watch the first.
Do you live in a bowl, though? I mean, I don't live in a bowl. Do you?
Because this is what he says. He says what is curvature and how we might measure it by an observed on a surface. Curvature is the angular deflection of a tangent vector per unit of distance traveled.
But
Equivalently, it is the angular deflection of normal vector per unit distance traveled. You're literally assuming a tangent. You're assuming a sphere. You're assuming you're traveling over a curve to make that assumption.
that's true. But is surface what is razor or whatever is light's bouncing off is reverse to Earth curve.
That's it. So it's just his opening screen doesn't really impress me much. Let's put it that way.
I don't know.
Not impressed me either.
All
Yes,
right,
so
so
it's
flat
fine.
earthers often say that they can't see curvature. They tend not to know what curvature is. In a mathematical sense,
And
curvature
this is the one thing I have against Mr. PhD Tony. He's always very condescending to everybody he debates.
No, he's smarter than we are, and they were saying
I'm
it in the
sorry,
chat. all night
PhD
long.
Tony's a dumb idiot.
Yeah, of course.
He's one of those guys that try and act smart.
Yep.
Okay,
It's his persona.
he's as he's as
Well,
he's
we've
as
heard him
smart,
say some
he's as
proper
smart as a
stupid
pumice.
stuff over the years, haven't we?
He's as smart as a pumice stone trying to sink in water. Thanks for Bell.
Thanks for playing. Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
smart for their own good, isn't it? That's what it boils down.
And he also gets very triggered when people don't agree with him on things.
Oh, you should see him later. He starts shouting at everybody and cussing at them. Dude.
He always gets triggered.
curvature refers to the angle of
Mackley looks like he's
tangent
been let out
angle
of
of the tangent
what's
vector
it
or the
called?
normal vector
Nuthouse.
per unit of distance moved. We
One
see
flew over the
this
cuckoo's
across
nest.
Earth. For instance, if we have observers that are equally spaced, the angle
Whoa. What is this? Why are you putting parallel sunlight rays? What? You see, this is the issue I have. I mean, this comes back down to where we say, show us parallel sunlight rays. They don't, because it's always divergent.
Like the problem, like none of them lines are going to meet an object, are they? Though?
No. But this is the way they make it seem like, hey, it has to follow a curved surface, is because look at the angle they're making it take it, because they're saying it's parallel light, which it's not.
No, they have to have that for this to work, dude.
And they have to understand they're making that angle measurement, they're actually taking it to the center of Earth to make this angle measurement.
Absolutely. That's how the
Which
globe
would
works.
require what? A horizontal.
Yes, it does. It has to have a surface level too, right?
Chill out with private chat, lad.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
No,
Every 2
it's
seconds
so
I have to
annoying.
put-
Ryan keeps asking questions, dude. Just go.
Say it, Ryan. Just speak it, man.
Go for it. Oh, by the way, we got a shout out in the super chat at the end
What?
of the show. Yeah. It came from me.
On the debate. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't see anything.
Who is this random?
This random dude. That random dude was Roger. He's a random dude.
distant
Random right.
objects changes at a uniform rate of 0.00157 radians per kilometer. This is 1 over radius, which is exactly what should be observed on us if the Earth were a spheroid.
And that's also false because you don't live on a
you-
spheroid.
Begging the question.
Yeah, but not just that. They claim a geoid. Means it's not the same.
Gosh, yeah.
So it's already debunked by his own assertion.
This is
probably why I
standard
would-
for a Globey.
Yeah. That's probably why I wasn't there in the debate. Because, wow, he's not having a very good start.
radius 6,371.2 kilometers. This is not what should occur on a flat Earth. On a flat Earth, uniform changes in distance from the ground point of a celestial object would not result in uniform angular changes because
I already showed you it can because it's just based on perspective. It's an apparent position, not an actual position.
I don't think
And he
knows.
knows this. This has been told this many times. It's been shown this. Oh yeah, I forgot to do it. We got the poll going. Who gave a
You've
better
been
argument?
told.
37 votes. Flat says 62%. Globe
Right?
32%. Both the same 0%. None. I would do better 5%. Ooh, spicy.
I could do better.
Because the tangent is not a linear function. We also observed the effects of curvature in the first part of an object that comes into view is the top. The last part of an object that
Called
comes into view
diffraction.
is the base. The base is the first to
Also,
obscure.
they're
This again
moving
is
on the
exactly
flat
what we
plane,
see.
so that's debunked.
That's what I'm saying. It's just diffraction. You look what he's showing that you can literally see the mirroring. The horizon, the apparent horizon is lower than the mirror.
How is the tangent not a linear function?
No, he's saying it's because a tangent makes a linear function. He says you can't have it on a flat Earth because it's not linearly on a flat Earth. That's what he's claiming. But they literally take that angle to the center of Earth over a horizontal plane.
Yeah.
They go to, that's what we call it, Hull's angles.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How
he's
do you
showing
measure-
on screen now. He's showing on screen now a mirror, a mirage, inferior mirage, and he's telling us its curve. Maybe you guys should go watch my 11 frames thing that you guys always fight about.
Angel took another one. He gives a better presentation. He brings the boat into full view later. You'll see it.
Oh.
I thought it was 12 frames.
Was it
Well,
12?
according to Brenda, it's
This
about
feeds into the flat Earth
140
claim.
odd, isn't it?
It's changing.
Has a lot of frames.
Brenda's got more frames than there were video.
Yeah, but you see, the thing that's really, really odd is they ignore the part where I show everything.
Yeah, I know.
And then they only move to the part where I say, look, this is the infrared mirage, I'm taking it out.
Yeah.
And then say I'm dishonest, I removed frames. It's like, you're literally just dishonest if that's what you're doing. Because all you're doing is just ignoring the argument. Note, to this day, guys, it's been 5 years. I haven't had one rebuttal yet to that video. The only thing I've ever got is you removed frames. I've never had one rebuttal.
Didn't Red try to make a rebuttal video to that? I thought he did.
No. His video was, oh, you're dishonest, beep, 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 boop, boop, and swearing nonstop. And then I say, come, let's talk about it. Oh, no, it's already sorted. We don't need to talk about it. You're just dishonest, blah, blah, blah. Where he literally showed me having all the frames in his damn live stream. Then they can't decide how much frames it is because frame rate changes how much frames it would be.
It just shows the mentality, though, doesn't it? Like, we're all laughing at them, really, aren't we?
Yeah, they're idiots. It's every time they bring it up, I think, what a moron.
Absolutely.
Literally. That's literally what I think. What a moron.
See too far. Normally, this requires anomalous viewing conditions. If how far you see depends on viewing conditions, then it does not reflect geometry, it reflects viewing conditions. Flat earthers often claim that the appeal to refraction is some sort of get-out-of-jail-free card that global...
So his excuse now is we see too far because of refraction. So optical. So not physical Earth
It's
curve.
not
then.
geometry, then.
No, it's not geometry, exactly. That's why I said this PhD is not very smart. He's literally just debunked his own argument of physical curve.
See, like
He sounds like Phil Bell, dude. He really does.
Yeah,
Phil does
yeah.
the same thing.
they're all the same, man. They're stupid. Like, but this guy claims geometry, and then and where's geometry?
Mm-hmm.
And he replaces it with viewing conditions. Yeah, it's all about viewing conditions, dude. How far you see.
Viewing conditions are going to be the same, aren't they? Whether it's him on his globe Earth or us on a flat Earth, like we're still just looking through Atmo and whatever, aren't we? Like, you know.
Invoke.
Not a real argument.
Nonetheless, they themselves invoke refraction to explain phenomena like sunlight on the underside of clouds, which requires that light refract in exactly the opposite sense than is physically plausible, which is to say...
And we've done actual demonstrations showing that you are totally talking bunk.
Yo, Spud. How's it going, brother?
Please,
Buds in.
buddy.
That's
Woo.
buddy boy.
I'm sure you've done a demonstration on this as well,
I've seen it.
Michael.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, with
Doesn't
the
make-
light underneath the clouds, and the light was above. Yeah, it's called reflections, guys.
Yeah, the light reflects off the surface of the earth on the bottom of the cloud, right? It has direction. Yeah.
Very simple.
Hmm.
And I've also done demonstrations of this. The
Not-
further
not
away the
just-
light source, the more the light diverges, and therefore it's easier to get it to shine
Not just
underneath.
because of that, but as sun moves further away, it appears lower. So it's some of its light is going up. If you know.
But
what I
that's
mean.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's diverging. The light's diverging further. The more it's going away, the angle is changing, and therefore that spread of light is causing more reflection and more angle to disperse underneath the cloud. This is demonstratable, being demonstrated many times.
I can demonstrate with a pea shooter, dude. Shoot the pea off the bottom of it, bounces back up.
But the fact that this guy's
You should
actually
never
bringing
pee off a building. It's not a good idea.
Okay. Sorry.
towards the less dense medium. The other observational evidence that flat earthers like to rely on is laser reflections. They argue that because a laser is received at a mirror at some distance away, therefore the Earth can't be flat because otherwise it would have missed. What they're leaving out of this analysis is dispersion of the laser beam. The beam spreads out over distance.
a laser beam is concentrated light.
Oh, no. Maybe we could skip over his presentation.
No, laser beam light does not spread out. It just terminates, you moron.
It keeps the same intensity straight ahead. Okay? It's got what you, like you say, off-shadowing, but it doesn't spread out and make that light beam that's in the middle less intense. It's still a straight horizontal line. It's a concentrated line. That's what lasers are. They have concentration of bandwidth. This guy is a total chuff nugget.
Enough chugging. Absolutely.
Yeah, enough chuggets. I'd be sitting there laughing at this presentation if I was there.
Absolutely.
They got a lot of glurf, right? That's the truth.
And the funny thing is, if I'm looking all over the globe, you think that this was good.
Right.
Oh, the votes in the chat were like, oh, they did good.
Well, not in here. By us, it's 55% flat.
They did good.
Oh, and in the modern day debate, they did really good. According to it.
Yeah, but you see, 90% of modern day debates are globies. So
That is one stupid chat.
They did
It
well,
is.
guys. They didn't do good.
I bet Sean Hawkins were all over it, weren't he?
I didn't see him there, but he probably was reviewing
Usually
it.
it's like,
wavelength, not bandwidth. Yes, Sandra, thank you for correcting
Pull
me.
that in
See,
himself.
guys, I don't get everything right. Wavelength, not bandwidth. Thank you.
And
How
you're
dare
humble
you
enough
get
to
that
admit it.
wrong? How
How
dare
dare
you?
I say something wrong? Oh, no.
Not
But I never correct myself.
How can I trust a cult leader?
All right, that's it. Now it's
Then
13
he got
frames.
something wrong.
oh, but no baller ever misspeaks, though, does he? Like, so it's all
No,
good.
no,
So if I decide to leave the cult, are you going to come after me, guys?
Yeah, exactly. How am I
Yeah,
meant
yeah,
to trust
yeah,
a
yeah.
cult leader?
I know where you live, Roger.
That he gets things wrong.
If you leave,
We'll
cult,
slam the
I'll
door
call
behind
you a
you.
bluff. In fact, that sounds right.
And
Fitting
so
name,
this-
doesn't it? Roger Bluff.
Experiment cannot distinguish between the Earth being flat and the Earth being curved. So let's move on to a data set where you can distinguish between the Earth being flat and the Earth being curved. So if we have 2 points on Earth's surface, we know their latitudes, therefore we know their distance from the North Pole. We know their longitudes.
Thank
we
you.
know-
Thank you
Yeah,
for
okay.
proving a flat
First of
earth,
all-
dude.
First of all, he's using coordinate systems which come from planes, okay? So he's using coordinate systems that come from planar geometry. Now, just because he's saying it's an axiom based on assuming a globe doesn't make it so. And just because he said hand wave dismissal to the laser doesn't make it false.
Pick your poison, dude.
Crazy.
It is.
Yeah, Sandra, there's a reason they usually use blue or green lasers and long distance. It's because of the wavelength.
I think blue works better out of the two.
Yeah.
Them big high-powered lasers are usually blue anyway.
Mm-hmm.
the angle A sub 10 at the North Pole. From this data, we can construct the triangle that they would form,
Triangle.
that would form from these parameters if the Earth was flat, and we can calculate the distance between the 2 points and their heading. Similarly, we can do the same on a spheroidal Earth. We construct a spherical triangle and we solve for the distance. And the distance we get using this is the angular separation in degrees times 111 meters or 69 miles. And this is exactly what is observed on Earth.
No. You get to 69 miles.
Like, a spherical triangle makes a mockery out of humanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Spherical
Triangle is
triangle
not
is literally taking a shit on Euclidean geometry.
It can't be a triangle. It hasn't got 3 straight lines, and its internal angles is more than 180 degrees.
And trigonometry doesn't use curved lines, guys.
But you see, the thing is now, the guy doesn't get that 69 degrees per normal mile. It's just simply based on people observing stars and stuff, following perspective and dropping in your field of view.
It's not an actual distance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an actual distance. It's an apparent observation distance, which they've then calculated to an actual distance and then claim now sphere. No, the star is seeming to follow an arc in the sky, not the ground. Not hard to understand.
It's not.
Even Brian Leake actually did some different type of math for accurate up to 1,000 miles as well. Remember, and he didn't use any arc, 69 miles per EY.
Yeah.
He used straight triangles.
He did. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Brian Leakey, do you have that video he made about Bob? I want to see it.
What, that song?
Yeah. The SpongeBob parody.
Oh, yeah. He lives in a
That's
pineapple.
a great song.
It is. Bob's got to love that.
The accuracy of the spheroidal distance formula is a death knell for flat Earth. It tells us that the distance from Mawson Base in Antarctica to McMurdo Base in Antarctica is about 3,000 kilometers. We can confirm this by looking at earthquake data. Here we're looking at arrival times for the Macquarie Rise earthquake from 2004.
He did bring the earthquake up. Remember I said he usually brings earthquakes up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got evidence to say otherwise, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
went in
exactly.
great detail with it. Yeah.
He doesn't understand the distances. He doesn't understand the distances on both these are exactly the same.
Don't tsunamis debunk globe Earth, don't they?
It does. It really does. If you look into it.
When do we ever see a tsunami wrap around the whole Arctic?
You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very rigid, so it leans to something else. I'm not going to.
I mean, if it's possible to wrap around other continents, why not the Arctic?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know, strange.
We see that it's 6 minutes after the earthquake, it hits Antarctica, and then 5 minutes later, it will hit the other side of Antarctica. On the right-hand side, you can see what this would look like on a flat Earth, and you can see that blue signal on the opposite side of the...
I also want to say something. How do you know?
What we got here, like a
saying it would
boomerang
hit.
tsunami.
So it seems like, no, he's talking about earthquakes. So he's talking about the, when it picks up the Richter scale.
No,
So it picks up the
Well,
shudder.
yeah.
What's difference between an earthquake and a tsunami? Like, don't they both be at the
Tsunami
same?
is just water travel.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Earthquake
it takes more to do it.
don't like
Yeah.
an earthquake be at the same though? Travels in all
Earthquake is
directions,
just pressure
all
movement.
night.
Earthquake's pressure movement shaking, where tsunami is water movement.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question. Why is the globe model so distorted? Look at it.
Because they're
What
giving
happened?
it that distortion map. See, he's using now the one that Salt likes using.
Yeah.
Where it puts Antarctica as the center,
Aye.
and
Okay, I know
then
what you're
puts
talking
everything outwards. And he's saying, you see, this works this way. But it's exactly the same distances as the AE map he's got there. He doesn't get the distortions you are seeing doesn't matter because it's the distances and the measurements of every continent that you look at. So the data comports with the measurements, okay? Not with the distortions. The distortions is only visual. It's not hard to understand. So
In
you
real
get the
life,
same data.
you don't see that in the real world, man. If you,
You get the same data.
yeah, it's just a measurement.
On the opposite side of the disk from where the earthquake occurred within 11 minutes. This is physically implausible.
Why?
Another
Why? If it's the same piece of land, why is it physically implausible?
Don't have an answer.
Because he's got a
Let's-
globe in his mind.
But let's do it this way. Have you guys ever taken let's say, a long rod, like a steel pipe or something, and someone hits on the other side of the pipe? You feel the vibration on the other side
Yep.
quite quickly.
Right.
There we go. If Antarctica is one plot of land and the earthquake strikes in somewhere, like let's say there,
But is there a delay?
it's linked to the rest of Antarctic.
But don't time zones in South debunk what he's trying to claim here.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. But it does take time. It's good because the Earth is rigid. It's not like goo. You know, you're not going.
Yeah, it took 11 minutes for it to happen. So he's just saying, because it should just be impossible on a flat Earth, therefore it's not flat Earth. What? He just said it shouldn't. Like, this is another thing that these guys love doing. They just claim it shouldn't happen, what should happen or should happen.
Demonstrate it.
Not show us it shouldn't happen. Not show us it didn't happen. No, it just should happen or shouldn't. This is where we get these people. Oh, but you should see the Eiffel Tower from America.
Yeah. Okay.
If
I'm gonna
the
step
Earth is
outside.
flat,
Hold on a
if
minute.
it's flat, you should be able to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa from Rome.
Yeah, I don't know what size of eyeballs they've got with lenses in them. I haven't got a clue.
By the way, Leaning Tower of Pisa is in Rome, Italy.
Yeah, it is.
Italia.
Not debate.
I would want to go to Italy just for a pizza.
But Rome,
Mario and-
Only reason that tower's leaning is because they used a curved level.
No, it's because Superman put it back to normal.
Well, that's the
Did he?
funny thing. I think
Yeah,
if you look
Superman,
at it, I want to
Superman
make
he
sure.
he straightened it when he turned bad, and when he turned good again, he put it back to being leaning. It was Superman that did it. Nobody else.
Why would he?
We got a Leaning Tower of Pizza in the Drakensberg. I never knew that.
Do you?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should go visit it.
I wonder, is the flag on the thing 90 degrees or is it also leaning?
It's probably at 90 degrees.
Wow, I tell
Oh
you
no,
what,
it's also leaning.
it's leaning a lot more than it used to. Like, it's wow.
I think that the flag, if it can get a good picture, the flag's 90 degrees.
That's what I thought.
So the flag is plumb with vertical, and the building itself is leaning.
Yeah, it's in the town of Pisa in Tuscany.
Okay.
One prediction that Flat Earth makes is that the distance subtended by a fixed longitude distance must increase as you move southwards. The globe Earth predicts that this distance will decrease as you move away from the equator. We can test this. We can look at east-west railway lines. These are physical objects
here we go.
that are whose length is measurable. We can look at Kalgoorlie-Takula, part of the Trans-Australian.
The Trans-Australian railway system debunks the globe. It's one of the longest straits in the world.
Right, Michael?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see, the
That's
issue
the only-
these guys. You see, the issue these guys have is they always assume something. They do calculations based on their bias assumption and say, "See, therefore it is."
Mhm.
It's circular reasoning.
Always.
That's why you don't know what circular reasoning is, do you?
No,
I hear you have a problem with it.
it's all because Socrates was a human and therefore he was mortal.
Socrates.
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 I do find that a bit kind of cowardish that they don't come and actually finish the conversation with me. Instead, they go on someone else's show and then cry about it.
Yeah, I told him to come
Because
back
I don't
over here.
agree with him.
No.
And the thing is, just because I don't agree with him doesn't mean that they are right or doesn't mean I'm right. I just don't agree with them because their whole premise figures out what they're doing. I said, look at this. They saying, based on their worldview, all men are mortal. So therefore, because Socrates was a man, therefore all men are mortal. I'm saying, no, not all men are mortal. Look at Enoch, look at Elijah, look at Jesus. They're still alive.
Yes, they are.
They were humans. So I'm looking at it as a different philosophical way. So to me, it shows their reasoning, circular reasoning, because it is. Because their premise is already figuring out the outcome. But just because they don't agree with me, therefore I don't understand circular reasoning. Really
It doesn't
idiotic.
make any sense to me. Oh, by the way, I see Vicky has changed her screen name completely to Miss
To
Mop.
mop.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
She mops the floor with him.
Actually, it's sweating like a beaver.
Like a beaver, right?
Railway
Did somebody say Sweaty Beaver?
We can see that the
I hope Peter Markley's got a more exciting presentation than this.
No, sorry.
track
It'd be worse,
separation of
wouldn't it?
1,280 kilometres is very close to
be.
the spherical distance, but that it's
How long is
but
the stretch of railway flats?
4,000 kilometers as far as I know.
Right,
Wait,
so
let me check
Wrong
it.
way.
What's the like the degrees in curvature?
It's 478.193 kilometers.
That's
So
a
let's say
long way.
479 kilometers. Well, it's 478 kilometers.
So what's the incline on that?
Nothing. It's flat.
No, I mean on his globe. Like,
Globe.
Yeah, but on the globe, how much declination? But they have to dig in deep to get
on
that
his
core
globe
in there.
because like trains can only deal with like a 3-degree incline at most.
Yeah, maximum 3 degree.
So what's the incline on that stretch on his globe? If you can work that out, you'll know whether he's wrong or not.
So look at the National Library of Australia. Let's quickly go to this, guys. The Trans-Australian Railway. Okay. There's a line of 1,108 miles of Calgary, Western Australia to Port Pirie, South Australia. Includes 297 miles without a curve.
Mental.
How far would the curve go over that distance?
Be careful with that though, because a curve on railways are kind of like.
Corner, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Right.
This is the problem that the Globies have, though. They read the word curve and they don't understand the curve is a turn on the horizontal plane.
Exactly.
They think it's
No.
down
Exactly.
vertically.
Like that 2 to 3 degrees incline on a rail. I bet a train doesn't deal with that brilliantly, does it?
No.
M2M, I just want to tell you, dude, you're on my backup channel. That's why you only have 2 people watching there. I've got 2 channels. You complete moron.
What a
What
plan.
a numpty.
Don't you look stupid?
What a numpty. You're such a spangle.
I have 2 channels, man. You on my backup channel.
You
So
spud.
the guy's such an
he is a
idiot.
dummy.
Because he's on my backup channel. There's only 3 people there. Therefore, who's going to listen to you?
What a
No,
rotten
Come to the main
spud.
channel.
What
Come
an
over here,
idiot.
dude.
Egypt Raj hole.
Oh yeah, I remember the first time you got your channel pulled when I first started watching you. Man, you used that backup channel good.
Yeah. I think I got like 400 subscribers now on there.
Nice.
But I've only started recently putting now the streams on there. So it's going to grow.
Nice.
Okay. Let's get this going.
and its longitude separation is 13 degrees. We can work out, therefore, that a
Hey,
longitude
hey
along
guys,
this track
nice
is
to see you.
98.5 kilometers, which is less than
See you, man.
the length length per unit of longitude between Jacksonville and Pensacola. So why is the southern hemisphere distance per unit longitude shorter in the southern hemisphere than it is in the northern hemisphere?
You do know
Oh my
topography is a thing. Has anybody ever tried to take a piece of rope and you stick it on different topographical planes?
Yeah.
You will get one will seem to be shorter and one will seem to be longer because it takes.
Yeah.
This.
I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Yes. Like
Well, I don't think Tony
illusion, there are a lot of things. Yes.
Let's, for instance, go. You get different cities, okay, where you got roads. You
Right.
can have a road that is just straight in one city, and you can have a road which has straight. It's got some curve, a bit of this way. You're going to travel further distance. You're going to travel further distance, but you're going to be
Yes.
Chris, mate, you need to mute.
Mute.
Sorry, I handled that. Sorry.
I think I'm going to rather share the screen this way. It's going to be a bit easier. Stop. Do. This might be easier. Okay, you can see the screen?
Got it.
Got paint on.
You do.
Okay. Let's say now we're going to be traveling. I wonder if I can make this thing. Oh, okay. Let's say we're traveling like this, okay? And I'm following a road. Now remember, we're on the top. We're just looking at straight. That was point A to point B. Okay? Let's say the distance is 100 kilometers. Now, we got another city. Point A to point B. It's still 100 kilometers, okay? Just a bit, maybe.
All right. Down there. All right.
100 kilometers. Why is that distance shorter than that, but it's the same distance in kilometers? Because they followed the road taking a different path. Get it?
Yeah.
Same amount of kilometers, just the distance traveled is further based on the topography.
So, Flats, are we looking at this in autographic view right now?
Just think of it looking from the top down.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Bird's eye view.
So that's why I say Mr. Phil, Mr. PhD Tony is not very smart.
Sometimes.
Or he does know this, he's just maybe trying to be deceptive. And
If
trying to catch
smart, if
people
he
out.
was a smartphone, he could be classed as smart, couldn't he?
Uh-huh.
Smart in this case means dumb.
Aye.
Okay.
This directly contradicts a flat Earth. Our distance measurements are confirmed by every flight path, by every intercontinental ship navigation. We have been using
This is not
spherical
seeing pitch
formulations.
data.
Oh, I'll bring it up later, dude. You'll see.
That's just crazy.
For intercontinental ship travel for over 300 years.
By the way, those great circle routes were taken from flat plains, mate.
Obviously.
It is vary in
we
elevation.
have a ship manual.
See that? But see, that's the issue these guys have. But I mean, how many times has been told this? This is my point. This is why I get so irritated with these anti-flat Earth idiots. How many times do you have to rebut the same nonsense over and over and over? Because it literally goes in here and goes out that side.
This is why I say we shouldn't debate them.
Yeah, because they don't concede, they don't chuck it out. So they never concede it, so they never chuck it out. They keep reusing the same debate.
They just say the same thing again.
These people can't learn, or they're unwilling to learn, which means they're dishonest. So why do we bother wasting this time keep debating them? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
But this is why I'm concentrating more on things like person salvation, which to me is much more important now than
I agree.
Idiocracy stuff like this, which you can explain to a guy over and over.
Dealing with McToon and Fight the Flat Earth and this Pillock and Markley and Sean Hawkins. It's like fruitless, like absolutely fruitless.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy debating them for the fun of it, but it's very frustrating when you just don't get anywhere because it's the same thing over and over. There's nothing new.
Nope.
Well, the thing is, like, there are navigators in the 17th century that would debate this whole summary he's given here. That's really the truth. It's just an opinion as far as I know.
Yeah.
10th century. We can also confirm our distance measurements by looking at submarine cables. Here, for instance.
Well, why are you looking at submarine cables when we have satellites? Yeah, have you ever thought of that? Why is 90% of the internet data, coming from undersea cables when it's supposed to be satellites in the sky? Ever thought of that?
And most of the seabed's flat anyway, like, so I don't really know where he's going with this.
That brings up too.
It's called a basin for a reason.
And they sound them, and they're completely level for the most part,
What they call
except
them,
for like mountain range.
abyssal plains.
Yeah.
You see, he's literally doing now. Remember what I said with the two strings and the distances?
I got
Making my
Yeah.
point now. He's dropping those strings now over the ocean bed, and it's making a distance. Do you know, Phil, PhD Tony, that distance you got there is not a straight line. Do you know how ships go with currents and stuff when they drop those lines? Why does he think they have things like dead reckoning in navigation? Because of drift. The boats drift with the currents. They move with the wind. They never exactly straight on course. Some boats travel further than the one that traveled
And
before
also,
them,
you
going
drop
the same
it
place.
through water, like it's never gonna drop in a straight line anyway. Like,
No.
You always got to readjust your course. You know what I mean?
You know
But
why
let's
they
put it this
they
way.
drift? They drift due to Coriolis, dude.
Yeah, but look at it this way. You can have two ships, okay? One can leave a day before the other one. They follow the exact same path. One will have traveled further than the other one, and they went to exactly from the same point A to same point B.
Depending on the weather, depending on the drift, the direction of the current, the seas. You know what I mean? It's depends on a
That's
lot
why
of
you
stuff.
got things called dead reckoning, so they know their last known position to where they're going.
And what
Because
do they
of
dead
this.
reckon to? They dead reckon to what? North, mostly. Yeah.
It's quite telling. The guy doesn't think further than his nose.
Since we've got the submarine cable.
See, look there. Cable length, 13,528 kilometers. Spherical distance, 12,320. So longer than your sphere then?
What?
It is. It's a longer distance.
The sphere's only what?
Read the distances.
Doesn't make sense.
so his argument is you put down more cable than needed, proves a globe.
Nope.
Seems so.
Wow.
From Sydney to Seattle, and we see that the cable length is a little bit longer, as would be expected, than the shortest great circle distance. We can look at the propagation.
See, it's just longer because we expect it. I'm not saying why. Just saying it's fine. It just fits the globe.
No, but what, right? Anybody were to lay cable, right? You would expect to use more than you think. Surely to God, that's common
Yeah,
sense.
because it's a calculation.
Bloody fireworks.
But I mean, let's just quickly go back. How much more? That's a whole 1,000 kilometers of cable length extra. 1,000.
That's not a globe. That's just longer distances. That's all that.
And that's just between that little green area there. You see that New Caledonia, and that's just between that small area.
Wow. That's 1,000. Yeah. He didn't have an argument really with the cables. I don't know why he brought that up.
By the way, guys, hit the likes, share the show. Appreciate you all. You guys rock.
Than the shortest great circle distance. We can look at the propagation. We can look at the propagation of earthquakes. They propagate out in circles. They and converge on the antipodal point in a circle. We can look at Rayleigh waves. They spread out from the epicenter. They get received. Then they go all the way around the Earth. They get received from the other direction. Then they cross over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
He flies that off and on so fast. Can't really. Yeah.
Yeah, he puts it on too quickly.
Yeah, they were claiming that like earthquake waves go round a sphere, but it's no different to it spreading out in a circle on a flat plane, is it? Like it's the exact same thing.
Says it goes round and starts going back round again.
It's just a bias.
It's just how you model it. It's just how you take their data and model it. That's all.
They get received a third time, and for large earthquakes, this can happen multiple times. I'm just going to eat into Peter's presentation time, just to show this this presentation.
I like that. So Peter, I'm just gonna eat into your time.
Peter's not an expert on this subject, anyways.
No, he looks very confused.
Oh, he is.
Here we have earthquake data from western US earthquakes, and we can see for the Sumatra earthquake, we can see that the waves initially come in from the northwest and they move towards the southeast. Over time, the pattern becomes less coherent, and you'll
it's because propagation. Like diffraction patterns. Yeah,
It's
it's
splashing in the pond.
yeah, almost exactly. It's like something you would expect to happen. Doesn't make it a globe.
start seeing
Everything makes it a
bit
globe.
muddled.
Why? Just because he says so?
Yep.
Okay.
You're getting it.
You'll start seeing them all go all over the place. And then eventually, at about the 6,000 second mark, so coming up to 10 minutes after the earthquake, you'll start seeing the waves go from the southeast to the northwest. So exactly as predicted by the globe Earth model. Here you go. You can see the wave.
So
how does it predict that? No, just saying it's exactly how Globe predicts. How does it predict that?
Yeah,
show it.
No, he just says cause it model globe. Therefore, it's like no. You're just making declarations.
From what I can tell, it's going to the mountainous ranges in that area. Like it propagates that's where it's pulling all the rigidity from.
Well,
so that's why it's going.
Has anybody ever played with a tuning fork before?
I have, yes.
So when it gives that frequency out, okay, is those waves propagating in all directions?
Yeah.
So the wave goes and comes back. Does that make it a globe now?
No, it doesn't. It makes the air a globe when I use a tuning fork.
Globe don't make any predictions anyway. Stupid. It's the most silliest thing I've heard.
Propagating from the southeast to the northwest, and then they go back. Okay.
All right.
That's the end of mine.
I think that's fair. You got an extra minute.
So flats, the mountains are more rigid on the coastline where it's going to, so it bounces back. That makes it a globe. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently. Yeah.
Floor, but we're gonna have to
because globe
if they would also like an extra minute.
Globe.
So thank you so much, PhD Tony, for your introductory statement. We do appreciate everybody here at Modern Day Debate.
Absolutely
if you're hanging out in the
terrible.
live chat, like I said earlier,
That
make sure you hit the like button.
I'm sorry, but that wasn't really a great presentation.
So
I can see Angel's also not really impressed with that. He's like thinking, what?
That look on his
Markley's like
channel. We appreciate everybody there, and also we do Q&A at the end. And
Peter looks very lost.
So if you have a question for any of our speakers that you're seeing here, get that into a super chat, and we will.
Okay, yes. Get to the presentation.
Can you guys see this?
Yes,
we sure can.
Shoot.
Good job.
I'm trying to full screen this. Why is it not?
Come on, Peter.
Oh my God.
We're both gonna see.
Hey.
Shoot.
Did he say it? Because I didn't watch his presentation.
Well, I guess I'll just present this way. So, if any of you have seen me argue this before, you know my name for modern flat earthers is robothamists.
Nice.
Okay, he did bring it up.
Yeah. See, I didn't watch the presentations. I didn't get to the debate till they were in the debate. So.
Okay.
Sorry
Poor
about that.
fella.
I know.
Can anybody show me in the Bible where it says anything about Robotham?
No.
Nowhere.
Can anybody yet tell me where any of us have claimed Robotham as anything there?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't he hang around with King Melchizedek or something, huh?
His name is Samuel. Wasn't he one of the prophets? Samuel Robotham. Okay.
That's a good one. Huh? But you see, this is why I call him again dishonest. How many times is to say, don't push something on a person that's never claimed this? That's called dishonesty, and he's still doing it.
Yep. Bastard.
Just simple as that. If you go to say to someone, listen here, you said this, and they say, no, I'm not saying that. Please stop putting it onto me, and they're still carrying on doing that. That's called being dishonest.
It's Robotham were a flat earther.
Parallax, yes. It was
And
called parallax.
yeah, and you're a flat earther.
Yeah.
But
does that make me a robothanist?
Well, no. Instead of me being a robothanist, I'll be a flatzoidist.
Right.
Yeah, but think of it this way. Yeah, but think of it this way. Why aren't we calling ourselves Geronites or Witzachits?
Exactly.
Oh, they
They
get
flat
brought
earthers, we
up
flat
later.
earthers, but we don't. They don't make us. We are not flat earthers because of them. They're not flat earthers because of us. Just like Robotham has got nothing to do with what we believe or flat earth to be. If he was alive or not, it doesn't even matter because it would still be a flat earth.
I mean, I could start calling our globe as Macleus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. No
Well,
different.
do it then.
Well, I will.
We should-
Macleus.
There you go.
Yeah, stupid Macleus.
Well, earlier I watched a video that Peter put out where he put us in two categories: Oakley and Witsit. We're Witsis and Oakleyist. That's the two schools in flat Earth.
Oh my
Like, what the hell is he?
Well, that's even worse than
interesting.
like.
Like, holy crap, dude!
They pull the broken ideas, or they peddle the same broken ideas they inherited from Samuel Burley Robotham.
I've got another question on this. Robotham came in the 1800s, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the Hebrew cosmology made?
A fair while before that.
Thousands of years.
Way before Christ.
So, how do I put this? If you go and you, for instance, manufacture a car brand, do you call the car brand based on someone who's going to come 100 years later? Or do you
If you could do
claim,
that.
or was the car brand based on the person who made the car brand?
Well, Henry Ford. Yeah.
Did Henry Ford come after Ford was made?
See,
No, he made Ford. Yeah.
if we knew,
Well, this is the logic that Peter has.
yeah, if they based,
Robotham comes after the flat Earth cosmology, and then wants to claim all cosmology is Robothanist, but he came after.
Okay.
well, if we based our car brands off the future, then we would have known, we would have been Mandela affected, and then things like Volkswagen and stuff like that and Ford, they would have maybe done it from the start. So maybe that's why we're Mandela affected, because we knew the future.
Maybe Robotham was a time traveler.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
Like back to
Yeah,
the
why
paradox.
did, but then think about it. Why did they call us flat earthers, and why did they just all call us Robothanists then from the beginning?
I know he's trying to make it a gimmick, isn't he? It's his thing.
This is all he has, is trying to push a label onto people that they don't even ascribe to.
A gimmick.
The first modern flat earther 150 years ago. Robothamism is not like the views of any ancient people. In fact, it's different in almost every conceivable way.
That's also
Ancient
false.
flat
by the way.
earth.
That's also false, though. Remember, we've explained this to him. He's just making that claim.
Mm-hmm.
You can make that claim about anybody, though, flat Earth or globe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I went on his channel and he made a model based on the Analema, and he claims that it proves a globe. He made his own little scale model. I know it's. He said he's debunking flat earthers left and right.
Wow.
That's horrible.
Earth was an honest ignorance, whereas modern flat Earth is denial. And the biggest, most obvious thing they deny is sunset, the moment when daytime ends because the sun becomes occluded behind the horizon. Whether they admit it or not, both my opponents today are sunset deniers, and ancient people would have.
See what I'm saying? Sunset deniers. So you're not just Robothanists, you guys are now sunset deniers. You're just ignorant due to you saying nah and denying reality.
Observation of sunset still deny Markley.
Yeah. Should we? I mean, we can easily show the one sunset you had where it took 20 minutes for the sun just to set. I mean, we can show
What
sunsets where
about?
the sun never goes below the
Yeah,
horizon.
no, we were going to say that. What about when they're set above?
Above.
Yeah, Angel rebuts this really well, and Nathan too. They have their own demonstrations too that show the angular size change. So
Yeah, you can see with angular size change, without angular size change, it's all optical. And until these globies actually understand that what you're observing optically doesn't dictate your physical
Do you
ground.
know what? One of troll comments I got when I re-uploaded that sunset. You appear to be using some kind of solar filter, right? Do I not?
No shit.
Do I not mention at beginning of video that I'm using a solar filter?
Yeah, but there's a reason why you're using a
These
solar filter.
idiots.
Tony goes into refraction, I think, later, saying that makes the angular size change. Is stupid.
Laughed at them.
Using solar filter.
Why do they deny sunset? Because nowadays,
Sorry, who's ever denied sunset here?
Not me.
No one. No flat earth I've ever heard of has denied sunset, so therefore he's lying. Not a very Christian thing to do, Peter.
Deny a sunset.
Yeah. Not a very Christian thing to do, Peter. By the way, even when he was on our show, we told him no one denies it, and he's still pushing it. He's still pushing it.
That's all they can do, though. Keep pushing the same nonsense.
And look at this. The sun never sets on the British Empire. That is just a saying, but nothing to do with the actual sun.
Holy crap, dude!
Oh man,
it's never dark there, is it?
know,
Guys?
Do you know why? Do you know? I'm not sure this is why they say that, but do you know why I think they say that? Because British Empire were in every continent on Earth.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
They
the
were
Brits. People don't want to really accept it, but the Brits was a huge influence on Western society.
And they were everywhere. They were in every continent.
Yeah. About time zones. If the sun is always up somewhere and the earth is flat, then at night the sun cannot be underneath us.
It's not underneath us. No one said it is. You're the one that claiming it's underneath us because you're on a globe.
So instead, modern flat earthers say it goes too far away to see. They try to mix up this.
No, there's no such thing as modern flat earthers say so. If you read the Bible, it says the sun takes a path as a circuit. Has anybody ever played Scale Electric before?
Scale Electric?
Yeah. What happens when you press that button and that car goes around that
around the circuit?
It's off the track.
Yeah, it goes away from you, correct?
Yeah, of course.
And then when it comes back into view again, you can see it again.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were on about if you just blasted it right on. It's good off the track if you don't control it properly.
People can argue with this toss all they want, right? But in summer, where I am, I can look out my back door and see it sunsetting, and I can literally see it traveling around a horizon almost till a place where it rises again about 4 hours later in summer in England.
That's a circuit, right?
You're not telling me that sun's not doing a circuit. I don't care what you say.
It takes a circuit. As simple as that.
It really does, observably.
And it taking a circuit is literally it's moving too far for you to see and then coming and following the circuit and coming back to you. It's the same as when you go watch Formula One or NASCAR. The cars are following the circuit. You don't see them anymore. Then eventually when they come back into field of view, you see them, but they're just following a circuit.
Yep.
What's happening? Moving too far to see, coming close to see again. And this was explained in the Bible, in the Torah, thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. So not a Robothanist thing. Robothan was just following what the Bible said. He just tried to make it more explainable.
Circuit, really, doesn't it? That's why you have repeating patterns in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they were able to accurately predict, like what is it? Solar eclipses. You know, because the repeat.
Yep. It's all just a
It has to
circle.
be like a circle. Everything's all moving in a circle at different times. That's why things repeat. Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks like celestial navigation almost, a figure 30. Doesn't it?
No stress, Mike.
Didn't our Roboffin covered all that? Cell nav and everything, he's covered it all.
Yeah.
Like what we talk about isn't really out new.
Nope.
Nope. But even what he's talking about wasn't new. He wasn't the pioneer for it. He was just updating the information for people to understand in his time.
So layman
That was
could actually
old
understand.
information. It wasn't new.
Illusion phenomenon with a bastardized and broken version of perspective that some call flurfspective.
More insults. And no, it's not a bastardized position of perspective. It's demonstratable perspective, understandable perspective, explainable perspective. Even Life is Short did the math for this perspective.
Who's building the cabinet? Oh, fireworks. That's what that is.
Meanwhile, any child knows that a level floor under your feet cannot block your line of sight to something that's above you.
All the while we do observations and demonstrations showing it can.
You have some on your channel, don't you, Mr. Flash?
I have some on my channel. Skyfree has on her channel. Nathan has on his channel. I think practically every flat earther you go to has on their channel where they show Barnard obstruction on flat surfaces.
Yep.
It's an occurrence then, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like
these people don't grasp perspective, clearly.
They don't want to. They don't want to. You see, they take linear perspective based on drawing, on art, and then say, well, because parallel lines can't cross, therefore what we see optically, which we claim optical perspective, therefore it can't happen because when you draw it, it's drawn this way. No. Linear perspective based on drawing came because of observation. It was a way to try and figure out how to take what we observe in a 3D space as two-dimensional and stick it on a piece of paper so you can understand. That's how it came to be. It doesn't mean what you're drawing on paper is necessarily how things work out there. You are trying to convey how you see that on a piece of paper.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, or Peter Pan.
Even so, let's put some numbers on this. According to actual geometry, an object that recedes horizontally should descend in our vision according to an exact arctangent.
The same argument he brought up with me. Remember I asked him, is orthographic view... Actually, that was my short before the stream. You guys saw that trailer?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
Where he kept on contradicting himself. This is what I mean.
But that's not perspective view. That's autographic view. He tried that.
Orthographic is not perspective. I'm still waiting for McToon, by the way, till today to show me where orthographic view takes convergence into account.
Well, you'll get it when Craig shows you as a hand. So.
Oh yeah, we're still waiting for that too. The refracted hand that he did, apparently.
Oh, I can't stop laughing at Mitchell, man. When Craig said that to Mitchell, and Mitchell just laughed at him. Like, rare funny.
Function. I demonstrated this visually with by holding a flashlight at my waist and walking straight.
Amazing, don't you guys?
What?
See something happening here? So it's converging.
Away from my camera until it was gone. And if we overlay frames, you can see the distance between images.
Because this is what he presented in our debate as well. And I told him, dude, you just debunked yourself. You don't understand how.
Wow.
Shrinks dramatically as it recedes. That's how perspective actually works, and it's a consequence of math.
No. It's called parallax. As has also been explained to you many times. If something is further away, it takes a longer time for angular size to change based on distance. So like when you guys drive on the side of the road and you look at a mountain and you have trees in front of you. When you're driving, those trees seem to be passing you quick like this. That mountain seems to be following you. You can try that with the moon and the sun as well, guys.
But it's like
Take a
when you
drive.
when you look out at windscreen and cars are, like say you're in slow lane and there's cars in fast lane and middle lane. They look like they're coming towards you slower through windscreen, but out of your side window they're going choom choom choom.
Exactly that.
I've seen it myself.
Parallax. So how this works with angular size as well is that mountain or the moon or whatever far away takes longer for the angular size to change based on your position compared to the trees, which is closer towards you. So how do I place this? I've got 2 pencils, okay? Let's put this one further away. Okay. Now you'll notice this angular size change a lot quicker than this one because this one's further away from the observer. It's not hard to understand. The sun or the moon is quite a distance away from the observer. So therefore the angular size change is very minuscule compared to this light that he's holding in his hand because it's very close.
Jeff Gasser says, "Why can't ballers see it?" And I'll put this to you, Jeff. I think they can,
They
and they
can.
just refuse to admit it.
Exactly.
Now, I made a video of me driving down the highway with a whole bunch of sequoia cactuses along the highway in slow motion, and I demonstrate this particular phenomenon. Well, I got it on my other phone. I'll download it and I'll put it on my channel. I'll give it to you guys too. But it demonstrates the parallax effect in slow motion down the highway. Simple.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think they do see it. They do understand. They just refuse. They refuse because
not
it's
understand it. That's why I can't grasp. Like it's so simple to understand. Like a child understands it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what the sun does? No, not even.
But how do I just don't get it? How do people look at these presentations that they're giving and just accept it as truth? Just accept it.
Gullible, fully gullible.
I think they actually do know they're doing this on purpose, Flats. They straight up got to know they're lying.
but that's my problem with it. It's like they just accept it. It's like the people in the mega churches. They're sitting in the pews. If they knew anything about the scriptures, they wouldn't be sitting in that church anymore, listening to the outright heretic teachings of these mega churches.
Yeah.
No investigations.
How does someone like me, who's only been a believer for like 5 years or 6
You're
years,
able to see it?
I can see it, but these people who've been in it all their life can't see it. Like it don't add up.
But you see, that's the thing. That's what brings people to the truth, because it shows you the people that just believe these people gullibly don't actually go out and do it themselves. They don't know what's going on. They're just accepting it because they have a bias against a certain particular belief system. So because they don't believe it's flat, they won't look at the evidence from those people. They'll just automatically accept anything said by the biased side that they agree with. That's it. That's called dishonesty, by the way, guys.
Close. I took a 3-hour time lapse of sunset using 2 identical cameras, one with welding glass and one without, while I tracked the sun's position using a compass and sextant. The numbers are powerful, but
Use the sextant, by the way, with a compass. So use the horizontal baseline.
And a north declination is beautiful. It's like a flat earth proof in itself.
Yeah, again, M to M. Idiot, we've told you this before. You're on my backup channel.
How many times? What's a
Get to the main channel, then it's another story.
He's still over there?
Yeah, he's gone back. Oh, 3 people. How riveting.
What?
Backup channel.
It's an absolute spot.
It's the same as a house where you have 2 toilets, but the one toilet is more popular because it's closer to the living area. So people go to the more popular bathroom instead of the one that's around the corner, actually. There's 2 toilets. But you sitting in the one in the far distant toilet and moaning that it's not as popular as the other toilet.
Yeah, but
You don't.
like the fact that the guy's calling you flats, right, is someone who knows you.
Oh, no, MTM
Yeah.
is an old troll.
Oh yeah, well, so
he's been banned.
like then is that an absolute moron then that he don't realise he's in backup channel?
No, he's just trolling. That's
It
it.
shows how stupid you are, M2M. You thick,
Yeah.
But that's why he's on my backup channel, because he can't get it right on my main channel.
proper thick.
Yeah, should I go keep him company over there? Let me go log on.
Tony Whitcomb, thank
I've
you for your
already
10
kept
times
him
super
company
chat.
with boot.
Really appreciate it. He says, was them streetlights going behind Earth Curve, just like the Sunset Peter Pan shown? What a dummy. Exactly. His whole demonstration debunked his argument. Thank you very much, Tony. You rock. I really appreciate all the support, man. You guys are so awesome. Appreciate you. Okay. Sandra, where is everyone?
The footage, but so is the footage. I try to play it here, but it works better when it's in full screen mode.
Tony, you rock.
Anyway, if you overlay frames like we did before,
presentations. These are longest presentations I've ever seen.
Yeah, but this is also the same presentation he brought up with me as well.
It's
like they don't change it. Tony, the same with Tony, PhD. They just change one slide out of all their boring, long-winded presentations that's been rebutted. What is wrong with you? Can you not get anything new? Can you not do anything against other than just bringing up something you've brought the whole time?
And you've been proven wrong by it too. So let's keep going with it. Maybe it'll work one time. It'll stay.
Yeah.
The distance between images stays the same the whole time. Case closed. The sun goes below us at night. Pair this with time zones, and you have irrefutable proof of the globe. Now,
again, time zones do not prove a globe. Actually, there's places in time zones that don't actually move to a globe. Look at Russia and Alaska, for instance. They're right next to each other.
Right,
they
so
get two different time zones.
I don't like bringing up Flat Earth Dave, but that downward trajectory that is shown in that picture happens when a light's doing a straight path. Flat Earth Dave showed that years ago.
Yeah. Look, there's like we say, there is some things that Flat Earth Dave does bring that's very bad for the globe.
He's got great presentations.
Just like Eric Dubay, I don't like Eric Dubay, but there's things he does bring that's good.
You can't throw him all
Same with Jaron.
At the window. It's just a shame path they're taking, you know.
Especially Jaron. He's gonna sell down the river.
Right. But also deceivers still push some truth and lies as well, right? But it's regardless, it don't matter, right? A light traveling in a straight path will appear to be dropping in that downward path like he's going in his picture.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, even when we like show the sun coming at a specific path, okay? Yeah, in South Africa, it's not 100% accurate to what date and time says. No. It's usually a few degrees off. And there's a lot of people around that I've spoken to that say the same thing, where they take the declination, everything of the sun, and it's off by a few degrees.
Didn't Luke just do it, PJ? Weren't Luke on about that last week?
Yeah, on ChatGPT.
Like with sunset and...
Yes, he was on about it in ChatGPT, and he got ChatGPT to contradict itself.
He brought me a calculator, a sun calculator. He's got it. He's working it. So, yeah, Luke's doing his research. Where'd Flats go? You got the kids.
He's got a baboon in garden. He's just gone to
give him a banana.
Offer a baseball bat.
Yeah. He's gonna spit on him, dude.
Sorry, I'm just getting a bit thirsty. It's damn hot here.
I wish I could say the same here. It's getting cold.
Well, we've had like 40 degrees.
Oh, baboon hunting these days in South Africa.
At the moment, we are 30 degrees Celsius, and it is 10:15 at night.
Wow!
Holy crap!
Wow, man!
I don't think I'd handle that.
No.
So yeah, I am dying of the heat, and tomorrow it's going to be 42 degrees. Today it was 40.
I mean,
If I was in that heat, I'd leave a trail of sweat behind me like a snail.
But that's why I waited till like 4:30 in the afternoon to wash the car because it was just too damn hot.
I mean, we're lucky if it's 30, 31 at 12 midday.
It's hot, man.
And the sun never comes out.
I born in 22.
The sun never sets on England. Never bastard rises.
When it comes past Britain, the sun just goes from its altitude and it just dips underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comes back up the other side.
Well, I think Peter might actually think it goes under the ground and pops back up.
Well, that's what he believes on the globe.
It is.
Before the debate, Nathan wanted to exchange a list of arguments with Tony and me. The fact that his and Angel's arguments are going to be off topic today created a bit of discussion.
Whoa. Okay, let's read through this. Also, Nathan shared his team arguments with me and asked if I can ask you to send me yours so I can send them to Nathan. I think this is a bit wrong, Peter, to be showing emails on a debate. You know what I mean? Look at that,
underhanded.
donuts. I mean, that's not really right thing to do. If you've got an issue with what they were saying, then why are you debating them?
I mean, let's be fair. This entire thing on MDD is not debating, really, is it?
No, it's not really. It doesn't.
No, but the thing is, now this is a discussion off of debate, okay? And now Peter's bringing up those messages on a debate in his opening. But let's just see what they said exactly. It says, okay, with me and ask if I can ask you to send me yours so I can send them to Nathan. Please note that me sharing them with you is not my agreement with Nathan's ideas. I am quoting them below. Angel, I'll bring up one airplane, straight flight pitch data, no Coriolis Earth movement. Nathan, my arguments are what is
Nathan?
Angel? That's Nathan Thompson. An Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, Nathan and Angel is talking with each other on what they're going to be bringing up for their opening presentations. Now, Peter is presenting what they want to bring to everybody at Light. That's not cool.
How has Peter got that email though? If it's Nathan and
Angel.
Well, it looks like Modern Day Debate shared that to him. Because it says here, also Nathan shared his team's arguments with me, and I asked if I can ask you to send me yours.
Yeah. You don't know
so
what.
You know that was Ryan.
You don't know what dodgy shit's going off in background regarding that channel, mate.
No, but for all you know, that was Ryan, though.
Could be
dodgy.
Mm-hmm.
Very dodgy. So anyway, says Nathan, my argument is the horizon is too far. Every test prove Earth moves has failed, and they're both numpty donuts who refuses to test it himself, which is true. So he says numpty donuts. So Nathan includes an ad hominem, even it can't be ad hom because you aren't debating yet, you dipshit. Not talking to you. He can only be an ad hom if you've given an argument and then he's responded by insulting you.
In a debate.
In a debate. So it's not an ad hom. So he doesn't even know what an ad hom is. Okay, so Nathan includes an ad hom, even in his synopsis that he sent you. Lol, I rest my case about him being a toxic bully. But yeah, I'm going to. 1. Point out that the motion of Earth is a red herring fallacy to shape of the Earth. Please warn Angel and Nathan of this so they don't embarrass themselves too much. And has he even spoken about Earth movement yet?
Nope.
No. Okay, so that's a lie. Number 2. Show my own personal measurements of sunset that shows linear rate of descent instead of arc. That's not measurement. That was a calculation based on you not understanding how perspective works.
Wow.
Then he says, notice that my whole presentation will center around a case of me testing reality myself, exactly contrary to the nations. You do know Nathan Thompson has done many observations.
Of course.
So what's he talking about?
Been around about 6 months.
Markley's still considered a baby in diapers.
Well, behind ears.
Yeah, if you're ad hominem with that, if it's not an
You're going to be in a debate pitch then, Adam.
Scenario.
Otherwise, I could when I was at school and I was calling people names in playground. Why weren't they telling me how Adam is?
It's just an insult. If it's not a debate scenario, it's just an insult.
Yeah.
Okay, then it gets worse, guys. After the debate, they start going after Nathan with the school thing.
They will do that.
Oh, they will,
okay, then he says, James, I think I want to emphasize this a little more. My understanding is the topic of the debate is the shape of the Earth, flat Earth's globe. If that's the topic, then motion of the Earth is off topic. Whoa! But you just said in your point one.
Not really. No,
but
really,
that's part of globe Earth flat because they claim the Earth moves.
Yeah. So, like, he wants to claim sunset. That's because of Earth's motion.
Exactly. That's how the globe claims Earth is the sun setting because of Earth's movement. It's falling backwards away from the sun.
Well, retrograde motion of any of the stars or planets.
He's just going against his point one that he made there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then he says, this means that Angel's entire argument and half of Nathan's are all off topic. You should ask them for different arguments there. So in other words, Peter's so cowardice and so stupid, actually, that he shows him not wanting to rebut their arguments before it starts, and he shows it in his opening presentation.
But also, is that stupid because he wants to use an argument that requires Earth to be in motion to have your argument?
Yeah, but how dumb do you have to be to literally show in your opening thing on the debate? Listen here, guys, I'm showing their personal emails here of the arguments they're going to present. I'm too shit scared to rebut it, so I'm going to say it's off topic.
Wow.
Whilst
while making the argument that Earth has to move.
Making the argument that Earth's in movement
for the sun to set.
They wouldn't last in court a day, dude. That knob would get just.
This is embarrassing.
It is.
And then also look at it, and then James is saying, "Hi, only thing I still need is your guys' arguments after I've shared Nathan Angels with you. I need these within 24." You see, all that James is saying, he's saying we got to work out the topic arguments correct. So here's their arguments they're going to present. What are your arguments?
But hold on a minute, though. If it's flat versus globe, any argument should be on the table, shouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But James is trying to be a neutral participant here and saying, okay, this is what they're going to present. What are you guys going to present so we can see it stays on topic? That's all. But now Peter's trying to make it look like they are not keeping on topic because he has no rebuttal to their arguments that they're bringing.
Yep.
He's trying to control it. Like he's saying, you can come and argue flat Earth, but you can only use some flat Earth arguments.
Wow.
No debunking their model at all. You got to stay on our line of topic.
Peter, you've debunked yourself for your behaviour, mate.
I
don't even know why you were here arguing this globe Earth flat Earth because you're terrible.
I like grapes.
What flavor of Fanta is that? Grape?
That's great.
Nice.
And the thing is, it's expensive because it's US Fanta, so it's like they're nearly £2, near £2 a can, because they're from America. And this
they don't sell British.
Yeah, £2 a can, 160 between 160 and £2 a can because they're imported from America.
You know.
Okay, let's carry on.
Crazy.
While that was going on, they didn't receive our list of arguments at first, which they apparently started saying was a purposeful tactic, which is hilarious to me because the argument I just presented has literally been my flagship argument since my debut video on this topic over 5 years ago. For months now, it's been pinned at the top of my profile on TikTok, which is Nathan and Angel's Playground. I've had interactions with them there, with both of them there, and I know they've seen me present this. It's essentially unchanged because no flat earther has ever meaningfully addressed it.
Oh, really? Dude?
That is a lie because you literally came and debated me and you didn't even want to keep to scripture, which we claimed we would do. And I had to explain to you the difference between orthographic and perspective. So don't talk rubbish there. Don't lie. It's been addressed. Literally been addressed.
I don't think he understands it, dude. I don't think he understands.
No. He's lying. It's not he doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's lying.
Lying.
He's a liar.
Look, his mate's from tuning to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
liar.
He's a McToon wannabe.
He's a liar, man. I very much doubt this guy's a Christian.
If anybody's watched the debate when myself and Peter Markley debated, you would see he's lying right now. Because, yes, this was addressed in the debate.
I called him out on the Christian part. He never even said anything about that.
I'll call him out on that as well.
Crazy.
When I hear or see an argument for flat Earth that I haven't addressed, my reaction is to study and research and then address it. Why would Nathan and Angel wait for months only to complain about my argument not being spoon-fed to them? Could it be that they have no intention to address?
Notice he didn't show those emails that
This
he's
is
now
poisoning
talking
the
about.
well fallacy. Like this should not be part of your opening statement.
No, it's got nothing to do with the debate at all. But have you noticed what he's saying now? He's not showing the emails for this, but he shows the emails for the other things where he was the one speaking bad.
Yeah, but whoever's moderating should have shut this down and said, "Look,"
And said, "Yeah, this is not part of the debate.
Is not on topic."
Ryan's not going to do that, dude.
But Ryan's not
poisoning
smart
well.
enough. Ryan is not smart enough to see that this is poisoning the well. He wouldn't stop this. He'll just leave it.
That's why people should not go on modern day debates. I keep saying it. It's terrible.
He reminds me of a little Nancy boy. He's got a wife and that, but to me, he just seems like a little Nancy boy.
I like James Coons, but mate, it's your show.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on it? Why are you laying a pleb on it?
Busy.
Who doesn't know what he's doing? Well,
Yeah, James is a lot busy. That's why I was so refreshed to actually have that debate last time with James Coons as the moderator.
He's too busy with his only ceiling fans, probably.
Nice.
Address it at all.
But I have to be very plain and honest. I'll rather take Ryan any day over Amy as a moderator.
Oh, definitely.
I've never seen Amy.
Oh, well, you don't want to see him.
She hasn't been around for a long time, which is weird.
I might get in touch with Coons here and see if I can be a moderator over there. Like, that'd be
Go for
Yeah,
it.
for bucks, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I don't have time for that. But
I haven't really got time for it. Like, it'd be funny, wouldn't it?
I'd come to the after.
It would be.
You ain't getting
But
away with
I have
none of your
the one
shit.
thing I have contacted James though to ask him if he wants to do different topics that they haven't talked about, like Satan's short season and things. So he has got back to me on that. We'll see. That will be quite cool if we can organize something, because that hasn't been debated on MDD before. And
Gentlemen,
because we know the Satan short season idiots are not able to be men and just talk like men on normal channels, maybe if they go on debate channels, they might be able to behave themselves.
that might work. Well, I'm going to take off and leave you guys. I got to go to work here soon. By the way, I sent him a super chat, or 2 of them. You'll like them at the end if you hang out long enough.
Yeah, look, we're going to do a mini series of this because, I mean, look, we're only 14 minutes in and we're almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, and in the super chat, I bring up the pitch data twice.
Pitch data kills everything. I think that's why Peter didn't want it to be on topic. He's saying it's off topic, is because he was scared pitch data was going to come up.
Yeah. Well, Angel didn't get what I was talking about when I first sent the super chat, so I sent him a second one. I explained what I was saying. He thought I was a Globie in the chat, so he didn't know who I was.
But Angel rocks, though. He's a nice guy, I think.
That pitch data stuff needs pushing more, like, I think.
It does.
If you've got a YouTube channel, right, download Brian's presentation of Flatzoids and put it on your channel. Brian won't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Wants it out there.
What's that? Oh, the pitch data, yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
the pitch data, yeah.
Actually,
Very well
I wouldn't mind getting that in mine.
Download it and put it on. Honestly, Brian will not mind. He wants it out there. He wants all Globers to see
You can
it.
use my stream as well, guys. Use it. Really. Do with it what you want.
Pitch data, to be honest. Why not?
Actually just want an excuse? No way. They're far too honest and rational for shenanigans like that, right?
Poisoning the well, man.
Right? Oh, and just a quick PS. You're probably going to say the lights in the sky don't determine the shape of the floor. That Flat Earth tagline initially worked as a response to the globe argument, all the planets are spheres, why would Earth be different? Notice how the tagline breaks when applied to my sunset argument. Simultaneous observations of...
Literally. Time zones don't mean globe or flat Earth. Literally, lights in the sky don't mean globe or flat Earth.
He's got big problems with that diagram.
Huge problems.
Yeah, huge problems, and I'll rephrase it.
One object, like the sun, from different locations, like here in China, absolutely do let you make deductions about the spatial relationships involved using basic geometry.
We just pause
Nobody would look at these.
All you guys talking to Ace Trays, and he's a sock account troll, by the way. So I won't waste your time arguing with him.
Michael, now the pitch data, is Brian got it on in just the pitch data itself, or is it just in that ball?
Not on his channel now. He's either done it on it's on Ball Busters and Flatzoid. Like, I don't
so
think
it's Ball
he's done
Busters.
it. I mean,
I'll
if you go
quickly
to
get
Ball
you the video.
Busters, there's like added stuff from what Adam presented as well. Like, thank you.
All right, so we'll just put that footage. You mean just download that whole stream, the 2.5 hour one?
If you want to, like, just message QE and ask him, just like courtesy, say, do you mind if I put this on my channel? Like,
I will do.
I'm pretty sure nobody will mind, like, but courtesy, like, to ask.
Of course.
But I do know Brian wants it pushing, like.
Yeah, nice.
Yo, Skeptic, what's up, man? Okay. Go.
These two photos of the Statue of Liberty and say they were both taken from the same side of the harbor. You can't just block deductive reasoning
You know what a false equivalence is? Yeah.
By saying a statue far away doesn't determine where your feet are standing. So here's hoping, perhaps vain.
Actually, it does. Because the statue is on the ground, you idiot.
Huh?
It's not the sun in the sky. A statue, the Statue of Liberty in this case, is literally situated on the ground.
It's on the same baseline you're on.
Yeah.
Just like in Selnav.
The sky is a...
Mainly that we get an ounce of better substance today. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to that.
Let's get back to our going to hit it over to which all of our debates are uploaded to podcast questions modern day now. And
no problem. If you guys aren't familiar, my name is Nathan Thompson.
Hey, Nathan.
Used to run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion before it was censored and deleted. We had 155,000 members.
It's the one thing I don't like with...
yeah, I wish you won't do
He loves always bringing this up. He's always bringing it up.
It's all news, that, Nathan. Move past
Yeah. Move on, man. As much as I like you, Nathan, that's something you must maybe think of stop doing.
You believe the numbers social media is telling us. I appreciate James for hosting the debate. Appreciate the interlocutors for being here. Angel for being my partner. He's great on TikTok. Give Angel a follow. He makes great TikTok videos. One of the best content creators out there. Also, the censorship is unreal. So you're not going to just be able to Google Flat Earth and find out information about this. You need to find quality sources. I would download the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Clock app. We've got over 200,000 subscribers on the app. You'll find people in your area, no matter where you're at.
Just
Flat Earthers everywhere.
I'm 1 minute. I'm looking closely at the screen. Is that moderator even that Ryan? Because he looks like he looks like he's got younger.
Does look a bit younger. What's going on? I bet he's put a
No, it's the same Ryan. His hair's just grown. He's shaved his stubby beard a bit. It looks like he's lost some weight, extra weight as well.
Like the same kid.
Hey, Nathan Thompson still looks like a bit of a monkey, doesn't he?
Nathan Thompson looks just like Angel looks the same. But why does it look like PhD Tony's not even concentrating?
It looks like he's asleep.
He is asleep. He's either that or he's looking at his toenails. No, they might be.
I've done over 300 Flat Earth meetups. I've met over 5,000 Flat Earthers in person. They're some of the most humble, generous, kind people, meek people you can meet. The media is not giving us a fair shot. I've been on LA Times, Chicago Tribune, New York Post, Daily Mail Australia, Netflix, National Geographic. They are all lying to you guys. I was there at the Salton Sea, 17-mile lake. When we looked across it with telescopes in the morning, you
realized that Nathan just debunked Peter's argument that said Nathan hasn't gone and done observations himself, remember? So he just told him about an observation he did himself. Oh, boy.
Clear across it. And then when they did the
They were
observation at
involved
high
with
noon.
Netflix fiasco, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They claimed to see curvature of the Earth when the horizon was above and behind the boat. The boat didn't even go over the horizon, and they claimed curvature. So I've done different tests. Like I said, I use telescopes, infrared, high-power zoom cameras. I've had 3 different Nikons. We've used lasers. We've rented helicopters.
Nobody's never done
We've used land
observations,
surveying
guys.
equipment. There is no curvature or convexity to the surface of this globe.
Nope.
Now, I find my opponent's arguments ridiculous.
I agree.
They are looking at the sun. They're looking at computer models that they can't verify. They're putting red dots on maps and saying, look at all these red dots. The Earth must be a globe. Absolutely blows my mind. I don't know if these people are taking this topic seriously enough, but we are being lied to about the shape of our world and the nature of our reality. And these people.
Speaking of that data, you do know that data can be falsified.
Yeah, you can put dots on Outlook, can't you? Like, and claim one thing, you know.
Well, let's take an example, for instance. Remember when those people got so excited at CERN that they picked up gravitational waves? And then it came out, sorry, that data you picked up was just a simulation. It was a test, but we never told you. Data can be faked.
I want one single globe earther to show me one tool that measures curvature. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
People are over here like, I'm not going to prove a globe. I'm going to look at the sun. I'm not going to prove a globe. I'm going to look at computer models with red dots on them. They have lost the plot, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not talking to my interlocutors on the other side. I'm talking to the audience for almost the entire debate. You are the ones that need to hear from me. Please do the research. Also,
I'm actually with Nathan on that because it doesn't help talking to those people.
Yeah, and I'm watching Markley like laughing like he's got a demon inside him. Like,
yeah,
you know, what's causing you to be laughing like that, mate?
Yeah,
That's
but
what
look,
McCoon does, and
but
Craig
look at the
does.
disrespect. Look at the disrespect from him. You know what I mean? It's big disrespect. Tony's not even concentrating what's being said. It looks like he's sitting and watching stuff on his phone or something. Peter's just laughing about everything, not showing any respect. All he did was, try and poison the well. And it's like they're not taking this seriously. I agree with what Nathan's saying here. I'm here for the audience to give the information out to the audience because it doesn't actually help talking to the anti-flat earthers because they don't take this seriously. I agree.
Also, tests I've done on top of long distance observations, the moonlight is measured cold. Star trails don't intersect the marine horizon. I've debated NASA employees. Of course, it was in the airport. They won't agree to a public debate, but land surveyors, PhD astrophysicists, pilots, none of them can prove the globe. A lot of them are actually more unfamiliar with the arguments than these anti-flat earthers on YouTube. These anti-flat earthers know more about their globe than the experts.
And you know what's funny about that? You know the information these people on YouTube get are always usually the arguments that the information they get from who again? McToon. That's where they get the arguments. That's where they get all the information is McToon. That's why when you get to actual PhDs and stuff that aren't really familiar with this topic, they don't know what's going on because they haven't got fed the bullshit information by McToon yet.
Oh, come on, tell me.
That's about it. That's why I remember when Nathan went and spoke to those scientists about the first whole thermodynamics, they couldn't answer him.
Sure.
There's a reason.
Just so you guys know, but 1 second, I want to show screen if I could. I can't hear you, sir.
Oh, no worries. I just said, yeah, that's no problem.
How do I do that?
If you're on the phone, it should just be Yeah, you should be able to just click on the bottom and go into the options. I don't think it's as easy on the phone as it is on the.
But it's good to see you guys. Please hit
No,
the
yeah, I
likes. Share
switched
the
to the
show.
computer.
Appreciate you all.
Oh, if
Let's get to where sharing.
At participant.
There we go. Video.
Asking me computer.
We'll halt.
Are you sure that Ryan moderated? Because I must be Mandela affected.
No, it's Ryan.
6 minutes.
He does not look like that Ryan to me.
To say I am screen sharing. Am I the one screen sharing right now?
Oh, you are screen sharing. I thought that was.
Oh, no worries. I'll continue with it, Angel.
Yeah, finish.
So here's
now we're really getting the rodeo here. No, I'm just joking. All right,
How dare you bring the globe math up that they don't want you to bring up, Nathan? I mean, by the way, Mr. PhD Tony, you basing your 1 degree every 69 miles. This is that math. Yeah.
And again, show me a tool that measures curvature.
There isn't. You're going to wait a long time, Michael.
I know. It's funny though, isn't it?
It's funny to be gaslighted by our opponents and say we don't understand curvature of the earth when I'm on TikTok and 99% of the Globers on TikTok don't know how much the earth should curve. Then we tell them how much the earth should curve and they say, no, earth is too big. You wouldn't see that amount of curvature.
So true.
Then we ask them how big earth is and they don't know that either. So I'm talking 99% of Globers, and we get gaslighted by our opponents saying we don't understand curvature. Trust me, I've looked into the curvature, Pythagorean theorem, AutoCAD, Sagitta, Earth curvature calculator formulas. They're all going to tell you the same thing. This is how much curvature you would see on your globe religion.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Chicago skyline. I've made this observation as well from the other side of Lake Michigan. Then we took the helicopter from Kenosha on the other side of the skyline and measured it flat from the other side too with infrared. 57 miles should be obstructing the entire skyline. And you can see all those buildings here. 6 lighthouses should be obstructed by the curvature of the earth, ending with Lady Liberty, which should be obstructed by over 2,000 feet of curvature. Now, something we do have that can obstruct things in the distance is atmospheric perspective. Light attenuates as it moves towards you. So this is a 123-mile San Jacinto observation. You turn on the infrared, and the entire mountain's there. Voila. This is the...
Oh, no, that works. Let's just quickly go back quickly. Okay. Yeah, what's that one? Look there, you can't see everything, correct? But as soon as he goes to infrared...
You turn on the infrared.
There we go. So what does that tell you? Optical obstruction. But remember, he doesn't do any observations, guys. He doesn't look into anything himself. Because why? Because Peter Markley says so.
Exactly.
Just being a person who just listened to Peter Markley's opening and looking what's being presented, you already have to think that guy's a clown. If you're honest with yourself, I would say, yeah, sorry, there is nothing that these guys brought then, because he's literally showing against what the guy claimed.
And the entire mountain's there. Voila. This is the Canigou Mountains. Twice a year, the sun will set behind these mountains. They are 9,000 feet tall. From 163 miles away, there should be over 12,000 feet of drop. What is that? And we include the observer, which is 1,000 feet in this observation. And you can see it. Globers have said, if you can see this, the Earth is not a globe. And
thanks, J-Tone. Exactly.
You can see it, and the Earth's still not a globe. They still believe it's a globe. Here's 50,000 feet of missing curvature. I've actually got a chat GPT conversation with the globe head whose brain was melting. He plugged in these figures and said, could we see this on the globe? And the chat GPT told him this would be geometrically impossible on a globe. There's 9.5 miles of missing curvature. We have systems like the SPS-55 search and rescue radar system. They travel 190 kilometers, bounce off a boat they're looking for, and come back to the receiver. That would not work if we had a geometric radar horizon due to the curvature of the Earth. There's also,
but you see, that's the one thing I try to bring up as well with the radar horizon. The fact that we have radar horizon which goes over their horizon proves it's not Earth curve. It's just the angle reflecting. That's all. So the horizon, because it has to hit over a certain distance and come back to the receiver, it shows it's not a curve. There's no curve.
So world record microwave links and land surveyors Also, the microwave engineers don't account for the curvature
Yep.
when they're putting in the towers. Plane surveying assumes the Earth is flat, not curved, for 100 square miles. They disregard curvature and treat the Earth as a flat plane. We've got more laser tests, we've got boats, but also we've got childish arguments from the other side, like things wouldn't disappear bottom first.
Oh, that's what Tony brought up, remember? Who?
A flat Earth, which I find just ridiculous because you can put your phone down on the ground and watch things disappear bottom first. Hold on, I'll just pull up a different video.
Okay, we still got 10 seconds left.
Excellent. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Globers have not figured out why things disappear bottom first on a flat Earth. Well, I assure you, this is not a curving field. You put your phone down and you simply walk away from it. Riveting. Let's pass it to Angel. Thanks for playing, guys.
Brilliant.
All right, thank you so much.
Nathan, I think he did a good job there.
He did, actually.
Well, I would just say he should stop opening with that same opening every time of how much subscribers he had and blah, blah.
Silly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only thing.
Much, Nathan, for your introductory statement. We're going to, kick it over to Angel to wrap up our intro.
Go, Angel.
Yeah, it's all yours now.
This is pitch data that shows the...
He opens with a pitch data.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Brilliant. Thank you, Angel.
aircraft was flying at the same altitude for 2 hours, flying 500 miles per hour with a positive pitch. As you can see, this orange line shows the positive pitch of the plane. That black line underneath it is 0 degrees. So you can see for 2 hours, the plane was at the same altitude and it maintained a positive pitch. So it flew 1,000-mile distance with a positive pitch over the Earth, meaning the nose of the plane was tilted up a few degrees. The reason the plane keeps a positive attitude is to maintain altitude and generate lift. Now, if you're flying around the globe, it would be impossible to have positive pitch over 2 hours over 1,000 miles distance and not gain altitude on the globe. You would have to correct for the
I
curve.
love how his mic makes him sound like he is a pilot.
Yeah. That was actually... Yeah, I thought these voices a bit like that before, actually. It does.
Of the Earth by changing orientation of the plane relative to the curved surface. This pitch data directly shows the contrary. It didn't happen. Planes don't do this in reality. You can see here, very, very, very basic. If this plane was flying over a curved surface, it would have to change orientation and drop below horizontal.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Remember when Bob showed me his plane going whoop down?
Yeah.
Tip to the ground to keep up with the curvature of the Earth. But all pilots admit they do not need to nose down. They do not need to adjust for the curvature simply because...
Thank you very much, Roger Little, for your $2 super chat. It says, I want to see the confetti. There is no, what's the name, target tonight. So thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Roger. You rock. I'll probably be... sorry, Mike, I was just going to say, I'll probably have that exercise stream tomorrow because tomorrow I'm doing exercise again. So look out for that. Yeah. What are you saying, Michael?
Listen to this. I asked Ace Trade, name me one tool that can measure F curve. If you don't reply, you are gone, buddy. And then a sock account White Knight pops up called It Wasn't Me. Michael, a kitchen roll tube, a tape measure, a smartphone, and a friend with the same. Wow.
Oh, it reminds me of Ranky and his kitchen science.
A kitchen roll tube is not a tool.
He's a tool.
A tape measure is a tool, but it don't measure curvature. A smartphone is a phone, not a tool. And your friend is a tool. Cheers.
But I mean, that reminds me of Ranty's. Remember when Ranty tried to debunk me and I showed him it depends on your angle that makes that pipe look up or down? Based on perspective. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is, but that's not measuring Earth curve. There's no Earth curve around
measure
it.
Earth curve with a piece of bog roll.
You don't.
That is what we're going to get off a bottle Earther.
Let me quickly show
Mate,
something.
it wasn't me. I don't care whether you're a sucker or not. You're stupid.
Yeah.
You might as well be a sock.
He is a sock account, actually.
Oh, he is a sock. Yeah, you are a sock.
Well, he's a troll. it wasn't me as a troll. It's been trolling for a while. So just want to see if I can find that.
So we've asked Keith and he disagrees with it. It wasn't me lying again. Tool.
They love doing that. They love just saying stuff.
I'm going to boot him.
And have you guys realized that they love bringing my name up in conversations?
Yep.
Oh, their favorite.
Really odd. Was it this one? Oh, this was Glove Perspective. Yeah. But this is a quick 1 minute video. It's showing on the screen.
Flatzoid FE.
Flatzoid.
Okay. Let's quickly get to
Flatzoid.
I think that's about right.
Flatzoid's YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Hello and welcome. Just a quick little re-demonstration because I've had some very... What? Okay, I think the sound didn't work there because, yeah, copyright stuff. For some odd reason. So I changed the music. Anyway, look at that. Notice the plastic rod is taped to the lid. Okay. Look how the position changes what you see. Uh-oh. It's called parallax, guys. But now how is this measuring Earth curve? Michael?
It's not measuring, what?
It's not.
Because he said you just need a roll with some tape measure, and a frame.
Well, you it's not a tool.
Yeah, it's quite crazy.
I can't measure out with a bog roll. Well, maybe I could. I suppose I could extrapolate how much. In fact, now that's stupid. No, the guy's
the curvature is not there. The FAA trains.
Yep, it is.
Pilots to assume a flat, non-rotating Earth and to ignore a gravity vector, even in the simulations that they use, because the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Here are several clips of pilots I've debated that admit they don't adjust for curvature and don't need to nose down.
In straight and level flight, stick a bowling ball down the aisle. It will roll to the back of the plane. That's because the plane in level flight actually flies about 2 degrees nose up.
Yeah, it's pitch attitude, but yeah.
Maintains rigidity in space, right? So if you were to tilt the plane up, down, roll, it would show up on the attitude indicator, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you were to fly from the North Pole...
And this is exactly why we've been asking for pitch data all this time, because pitch data would pick it up. And this is why they always said they can't give us pitch data, Wolfie. And now we got the pitch data, and now they're dead silent because the pitch data shows no curve. I mean, Brian and myself have been asking for pitch data for years.
Well, don't you think they'd have brought pitch data out if it proved a globe? That the best thing Wolfie would have brought. You know, the fact
but, I mean,
that
Wolfie has been denying that he could get it for me and Brian all these years. Now, Brian was able to get it. I'm so happy he found out, you know, Globey tried debunking because they didn't understand what was written. They gave it to him. And now it's over.
Yep, it is.
It's over. Now Wolfie has nothing.
Yep.
He's literally got nothing now. He's dead quiet about it for a reason.
Apparently, though, from I heard Brian talking about this. I don't think he'll mind me mentioning it. Apparently, he's been talking to Duffy, like, and Duffy's apparently got a pilot that wants to talk to Brian about it, like.
A pilot.
Like Duffy just can't accept that his flight to Antarctica will prove a flat Earth. Like, he can't accept that, can he? Now he's got to get some kind of dodgy pilot to come and argue against pitch data.
But that's the thing, a pilot.
Yeah. Anybody can be a pilot, can't they?
Yep.
Just like I'm a reverend.
Or, you know, just in Australia to the south under here, would the attitude indicator be upside down?
No, it wouldn't.
Welcome to Flat Earth. Do you?
I love that saying.
Yeah.
That has got to be one of the best sayings ever, though, hasn't it? Welcome to Flat Earth, mate.
When flying 500 miles per hour.
See, again, it's more convoluted. Yeah, I know, because but it's hard explaining this to somebody that's never been like that doesn't know basic flight instruments.
You see, this is the thing that they always go to. You're not a pilot, so you don't understand flight dynamics, so therefore you're just dumb. You literally just said he doesn't account for curve. You agreed with him. And then you're saying he doesn't understand when he says, okay, welcome to Flat Earth.
Do you have to be a qualified mechanic to deconstruct a car and rebuild it back together? Like?
No. Just because you're not qualified doesn't mean you don't know how to do things or understand things.
Yeah.
You don't know who Mr. Boo Boo Butthole is?
It's very like
says the guy who I just told you what rigid in space is. You got to stop.
Yeah, again, but it's I've been a commercial pilot. We haven't. I may have learned that in my private pilot book, but I'm saying we don't like. I'm saying rigid in space.
Do you adjust nose down around the globe every minute when you fly at 500 miles per hour?
No.
Then flat.
Earth. Because
yeah,
how often do you have to adjust for the curvature of the Earth?
You see, that's the thing, and they don't like hearing that.
Night, Vicky. God bless.
Night,
Vicky,
man. I'll get a
coming.
phone as soon as I'm finished.
Blessings.
This is it. I've downloaded that video. I was just waiting for QE's response. I've already made a thumbnail for it.
Oh, QE might not respond, maybe.
If he doesn't, I'll just put it there because he hasn't responded.
But he shouldn't worry though. QE.
I won't worry. He'll not strike you, man.
Yeah, he won't.
What I've done is I've already made a thumbnail with Brian Logic and that on it.
I'll tell you what. I'll message Brian myself and say PJ's.
Brian also said it's fine. Yeah.
I'll message Brian and say PJ's uploading your presentation with QE's bits and Adam's bits from QE's show onto his channel to push it. Like,
and the title will just be what Brian called it on, because Brian put it on his channel, so it'll be the same title as he put it. You know what I mean? So
Brian put it on his channel.
Yeah, from a month ago. Yeah.
Well, just use it. You'll be all right, man.
Yeah, he's not going to strike you.
I've downloaded it and made a thumbnail anyway, so I'll upload it after.
Why would they strike you when they want it putting out there? Like,
exactly.
And Ryan said use it anyway. Okay.
He did.
I might put it on mine to be honest.
Excuse me, you ain't no average groupie.
Actually, could do it now.
Around a globe. Is this line curved?
The line curves because we're taking.
I remember this Marco dude. Man, this guy's triggered.
The curvature of the Earth. We take it down. We do not need to nose down at all.
Does the aircraft ever need to dip its nose down to account for curvature?
No.
A plane wishing to fly 500 miles per hour typical cruising speed would have to account for 2,777 feet of curvature drop every minute, or they would continue on in a straight path into space and end up 166,000 feet above the Earth after covering 500 miles if the Earth were a sphere. And obviously this doesn't happen because Earth is not a sphere, and planes fly straight and level over the Earth. That is also straight and level. This is a time lapse of the horizon, and you can see how the horizon line changes. This proves that the horizon is not in a geometric location, but it is optical, and it changes day to day, hour to hour. So this is the reason why sometimes when we see too far, the bottoms of buildings or whatever we're looking at is obscured. It's just atmospheric distortion and atmospheric lensing.
There we go.
Now the Globers like to claim that their model makes predictions, and I agree. Their model predicts that for a 1-foot observer, the horizon will be no further than 1.25 miles, yet we keep seeing past this value.
Very good
and
presentation.
debunking the radius value. And in doing so, if we debunk the radius value, the whole heliocentric model falls apart. So I'm going to show a video of another Black Swan observation and the original Black Swan on the bottom.
So this is another version of the oil rig observation. So the camera is placed in the guard railing between cafe and restroom showers, and you're going to look here. When we look at the elevation, it is set at 8 feet. So Google Earth reads it says 8 feet off of the water, which is a little higher than the 1-foot camera stuff that we did earlier. And then we're going to take a draw line to the first platform, which is called platform C, which is directly out in front of it, and then another one a little bit off to the right, which is platform habitat. And when we pull back and look at the distances of these two, we will notice the curve calculator, just to pull that up real fast. And then remember, this was shot October 23rd, 2017, so over 2 years ago at sunrise. The first one is at a distance of 6.08 miles, platform C. And then the second one, off of distance platform habitat at 10.1 miles. Why are these two important? Well, because at 8-foot elevation, the globe Earth's horizon should be less than 3.5 miles, meaning the horizon should be in front of these things. 29 feet of habitat should be blocked by the curvature in front of these objects. And yet, all the habitat is visible, even with some compression. And you'll notice, and we'll draw a line here in a second, that the horizon is clearly behind these objects. And what makes this footage and all footage like it's so important is that these are static objects, meaning these are not boats. These are always in one place. They're not moving or floating anywhere. And we'll draw the green line on this, and you can see, again, it's not hard to see. Somewhere way, way, way off in the distance is the horizon, way further than 10.1 miles. And that should not be. There's no curvature. I mean, and that only happens on a flat world. You will not see this on a curved thing, because eventually these objects should be over the side of the hill. They should be behind the curve. And we just don't see that. These two oil platforms, again, one at 6 and one at 10, are right in front. So tell me optically how that happens. Tell me what atmospheric condition can put the horizon behind these objects. You want to say it's a mirage? Okay, well, if you do that, you can never say that
Oh, wow. Charlie Wells going into my backup channel.
Oh, no.
Nathan Thompson, what a representative clown show.
Clear conditions, not a cloud in the sky.
Oh.
Shooting off at
Charlie shouldn't talk about clown show.
Respectively. You can't tell me that this is a mirage. No way. And even if you do say it's a mirage, tell me how a mirage puts the horizon behind the objects. That's the big key here. Do this with any sort of piece of paper. Bend it in half. Put 2 dots on the other side. Tell me how the horizon is behind those dots. If it's a globe, it cannot be this.
That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Angel, for your introductory statement there in the presentation.
Sean, can you stop actually just streaming my streams every time, man? Can you get your own kind of stuff to do?
Why you strike him for it, man?
Because all he ever does is just stream our stuff, swear at us constantly.
I know.
He's obsessed with us. So, Sean, dude, get a life, man.
I need you.
You're too much of a coward to actually talk to me, so what the hell? Anyway, we've just gone through all the what's the name? It took 2 hours just to get through the openings. So I think tomorrow night, I don't know about the Vara thing, if that's happening. I haven't spoken to him again. He hasn't said if he's going to do it tomorrow night. Where then, if he doesn't, then we'll do the opening rebuttals of this. You guys up for that?
Okay, absolutely.
So 30 minutes and 10 seconds. Remember that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mr.
I could only get it in 360, but it's fine. That's okay. It's uploaded already. I can't believe it. It's just processed.
Who's Mr. Poopy Butthole?
Isn't it Ryan? Or Roger?
That's me. I'm Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Ryan. Oh, yeah.
You got diarrhea, mate?
So, yeah, what do you guys think about the openings?
Terrible.
Oh, it's awful, man. And they were
I think Angels were mint. Everybody else's were crap.
Absolutely.
Nathan's wasn't too bad. But, yeah, Peter Markley wasn't even an opening. That was just idiotic. PhD Tony, it was boring because it's the same old stuff that he's always said.
Yeah. Yeah, it was way too long of opening. They shouldn't be given that long of an opening. That was terrible.
Is that Luca in background messaging?
Yes, it is.
Luca, what are you doing?
Luca, will you go with private chat, mate?
It's bloody annoying. How many times do we tell you that's annoying when you're in here? So why would you do it backstage?
It's okay. We are closing anyway. So
It's not okay though, is it? Like he's not even on show and he's messaging in private chat.
No, you're not banned, Luca. How the hell are you banned if you're commenting? He's making the Luca show again, so just ignore the guy. Anyway,
I have to keep deleting that chat popping up every time he comments.
Oh wow!
Fucking
rare.
rare.
A subscriber free today.
Yeah. So
unbelievable.
Yeah, but this is all he has to do now because he doesn't want people to see the information coming out. So okay.
Luca, message one more time in that private chat and I'll make sure Flats never lets you on ever again.
Well, he's doing it himself anyway. He's doing it himself anyway, so. Anyway. So, Yeah, I agree. I think it was really idiotic openings from the Globe side. It wasn't really an opening. PhD Tony said the same debunked stuff over and over. He didn't understand how the distances are based, not doesn't make it a globe. It just literally means it's based on a flat Earth anyway. Longitude and latitudes come from coordinate plane systems. Models can be modeled on anything. Peter Markley was just trying to poison the well fellas. He said the same stuff that he had and lied directly, said no one's rebutted his stuff, which he literally gave the same same arguments on my debate. Even Josh Monday also.
Yeah, Flatzoid, remove that wrench from Charlie Welsh because he's just
What?
banned.
How does Charlie Welsh have a wrench?
He's got a wrench on your backup, but he's just removed Sandra.
What? What? How the hell is he on my backup channel
He just removed Sandra. What a prick.
And guys, this is all they have. Yeah, Charlie Welsh is a Sean Prawkins bum chum. So
Chonky honky.
Do not understand why he's.
But you guys, you see why?
Tell you
why
what,
we don't give everybody what's the names?
Maybe he's the one that hacked your channel.
Let's say Sandra. I'm adding Sandra as a moderator now, so you can't do anything.
And
Charlie
you can,
Welsh.
and you can ban Charlie Welsh.
Standard moderator.
Ban him.
And
Sandra, ban him.
Let's see.
Sandro.
And hide user on this channel. Bye, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, you could have let Sandra do it.
And Sandra's got a wrench there, so
We might as well have one on this channel as well then.
no, but I'm doing it on the backup channel just as safety for precaution for now, just to have an extra mod there.
I like pushing wrenches.
Can you believe that I've lost 3 subs today, man? I'm back down to 375.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's gone down.
Lost 3. Yeah.
You've lost 3.
Yeah, you remember I lost 2 earlier.
I'm up to 830.
Wow, man. But I mean, like I said, this 300 getting up to 375 was quite quick. But now I've got to 370s. It won't let me get past 375 for long. It's up, down, up, down. I should have been on, say, about, with the what amount of times going up and down, I should be about close to 400 now.
Well,
you know what I mean?
look how many times I got to like 800.
I know.
And then went back down like that.
I just need 6 more subscribers to get to 400 in my backup.
Nice.
6 more. It will get there.
That presentation's on my channel now. It says it's up for me, but it's still processing. It'll probably take about 5-10 minutes, but it's up anyway. If anybody wants to watch it, it's in my videos.
But yeah, it's cool to see you guys. Thank you for coming. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. We don't know yet if it's the Vara Flatback Challenge yet, or if it's going to be this part 2 where we see the opening rebuttals and stuff. Ryan, you have anything to say? And Roger?
Well, I
Yeah,
agree
I
with, that guy's a dummy.
I wish I would have watched that from the beginning. I didn't see Angel's presentation. I wouldn't have said the things I did say. He did an excellent job, dude. I like it.
Angel's good, but the anti-flat earthers one's terrible. That's a link for Brian's pitch data one I've just put in my channel.
Woohoo.
And can I ask anybody, Ray, if you're willing to, and you've got a YouTube channel,
put it on your channel.
Download these things and put them on your channel.
Definitely, anybody can use my stuff, put it in the channel. Michael says the same.
If we're trying to push truth, we have to share other people's things on our channels. Like, and I know for a fact that people like Nick, Oakley and Brian, they really want it pushing. So do it.
Yeah, we just want everybody to put our stuff on so we can strike you later. Ooh.
No, but like,
money hungry, are we? Yeah.
If we want to like push these things so people see them, then the more people have it on the channel, the more chance somebody else has got of seeing it. Like, surely, you know, and it's not hard to download it and just post it.
It's not.
I can do it.
I just did it.
Hey, Lev.
See Charlie Welsh in in Sean Hawkins' chat. Summer, I'm a mod on the backup channel. Just timed someone out for 24 hours, lol. Thinking it's funny.
Yeah, right funny.
So, yeah,
you're
real
right,
fun.
you're right funny, Charlie. And that kind of attitude has made it so that you'll never be welcome here. So well done, mate.
But look what happened.
Next time you're crying to me about being banned on Flatzoids, now you know why. Because you're a prick.
Yeah, but I mean, guys, do you see why these idiots are banned? It's because of idiotic things like that. The guy's proud of the thing he just did. He took someone and just banned them for no reason. Just timed them out for no reason.
Because he had, and I don't know how he got a wrench. I mean, do you think he's hacking or something? Because
remember at a stage I had Rogue.
Yeah,
Rogue
you
mods
did. It could have been him
on both my channels. But anyway, because of his actions, Sandro now has a wrench himself there.
There you go.
And he is now banned. So
excellent.
So thank you, Charlie Wells, for showing us that you do have a spanner, because the guy's so idiotic and stupid. If he really wanted to, he could have kept quiet about it. But yeah. So welcome, Sandro, to the mod family on the backup channel. And bye-bye, Charlie Welsh.
Sandra.
You are banned.
Go, Sandra.
Yeah.
Who is Charlie Welsh, anyways? That's my question.
A Sean Prawkins devoted disciple.
So he's an evolutionist, huh? Okay.
Hey, Shannon Emerson says, if I could just upload a new Rising Earth debunk. What? He says, if someone could put links to your guy's channel, I'd be happy to sub.
You're on it.
You are it, man.
Why don't you just
maybe he's talking about the backup to your channel, PJ.
Sorry, say again.
Your channel.
Who wants my channel?
They want your channel to sub. Channel
okay,
link.
no probs. Copy. There we go. I did just put my my tomorrow's stream, my tomorrow afternoon stream in. You could have subbed through that, but this is my channel link.
Mm-hmm. And there's my other backup channel. But yeah, I think that was quite exciting to see the openings. I didn't really expect much anyway through it, so what do you expect? But I think it's going to get more exciting when the debates actually start now, when they start rebutting each other. So, yeah, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow night. Many, many blessings. I think we'll do part 2 tomorrow night.
Cool.
So we'll see you all tomorrow night. Many, many blessings, and may the pressure with you. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Crafted signs of the divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path renews. Flat earth made by Him. My journey